So, you're looking for a solid hosting solution for your WordPress website, maybe even an e-commerce or community-driven site, and you've come across Rapyd Cloud. The reviews are glowing, people are talking about the speed, the support, the ease of use, but is it really it's all hyped up to be? Or is it just another hosting company with good marketing? In this video, we're going to dive deep into what Rapyd Cloud actually offers, how it compares to other hosting providers, and whether or not it's worth your money. If you're running a WooCommerce store, a BuddyBoss community, or any WordPress site that needs to run fast and scale well, stick around because we're covering everything you need to know. What is Rapyd Cloud? Rapyd Cloud is a managed WordPress hosting provider that's been getting a lot of attention lately, especially from users running high-performance sites. The company promises a hosting experience that's fast, secure, and optimized for WordPress, particularly for dynamic sites like online communities, learning platforms, and e-commerce stores. One of the biggest selling points of Rapyd Cloud is its focus on performance. Unlike traditional hosting companies that throw every type of website onto the same servers, Rapyd Cloud is specifically designed to handle high-traffic, resource-heavy WordPress sites. The idea is that you don't have to worry about caching plugins, server optimization, or figuring out why your site is running slow. Rapyd Cloud handles all of that for you. But does it actually live up to those claims? Well, let's break it down. One of the first things people mention when they talk about Rapyd Cloud is the speed. Nearly every review says something along the lines of, "My site is noticeably faster after switching." But let's get specific. What makes it fast? For one, Rapyd Cloud uses a LiteSpeed server instead of Apache or Nginx, which is a huge advantage when it comes to WordPress performance. LiteSpeed handles concurrent users better, meaning if you have a lot of people on your site at once, you're less likely to experience slowdowns. With Rapyd Cloud, object caching is built in and automatically optimized for WordPress, so you don't have to touch a thing. So does Rapyd Cloud live up to the hype in terms of speeds? Based on real user experience, it seems like a resounding yes. Ease of use. Is it beginner friendly? If you've ever used cPanel, you know it's been the go-to hosting dashboard for years, but it can feel cluttered and overwhelming, especially for beginners. Rapyd Cloud takes a different approach, ditching the old school layout for a clean, modern interface that's much easier to navigate. Migrating your site to Rapyd Cloud is also surprisingly easy. Several users have said that the Rapyd team handled their migration for free and with minimal downtime. That's a big deal, especially for business owners who can't afford to have their site offline for hours during a move. Customer support. How good is it really? This is an area where Rapyd Cloud really seems to shine. Nearly every review mentions how knowledgeable and responsive the support team is. One reviewer even talked about how they crashed their site using a bad plugin and couldn't even access their WordPress admin panel. They reached out to Rapyd Cloud support, and within minutes, a support agent restored their site from a backup and helped them troubleshoot the plugin issue. Now, the downside? Well, a couple of users mentioned that while live chat is great for quick fixes, more complex issues sometimes require a support ticket, which can take a little longer. But compared to other hosts, Rapyd Cloud's support is still one of the best. Now, let's talk a bit about pricing. Rapyd Cloud is definitely not the cheapest hosting provider out there, but it's also not the most expensive. The only real complaint about pricing comes from users who run small, low-traffic sites. If you just have a simple blog or a small portfolio site, then Rapyd Cloud might be overkill. But if you're running an e-commerce store, an online course platform, or a community site, the performance boost could be a game changer. So if you want to get started with Rapyd Cloud, we have a link for you down in the description, which will bring you to this page right here where you can go ahead and see their different plans. So they've got a few different plans to choose from. There's the light plan, the startup plan, and the performance plan. Now all of these come on different timelines as well. You can choose monthly, annual, or to get the most savings, 2 year. Now, real quick before I forget, if you use this link down in the description, you can get 10% off monthly subscriptions as well as 25% off yearly plans just by using the link down in the description. Now, taking a look at some of these features, again, $26 per month, even for the light plan, seems like a lot. But again, this isn't just for a simple blog or newsletter type of website. This is for websites that are bringing in significant income, and if they were to lose hosting for a little while, it would cost them a lot of money, so this investment is worth it for them. Now let's take a look at the startup plan. So you can go ahead and build your own plan here. So if you go ahead and move this slider, you can go ahead and see how you can get more visits or auto scaling or stuff like that by moving this slider. And it's going to affect the cost, but you can sort of see how that changes. And for those of you looking to get the most out of Rapyd Cloud, there is the performance plan. Again, there's performance 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 and 5, which you can see the visits change there as well. Again, don't forget to use the link down in the description to get 10% off monthly subscriptions and 25% off yearly plans. So no hosting provider is perfect, and Rapyd Cloud does have a few drawbacks. The most common complaint is that there's no built-in domain registration, so you'll need to use a separate service like Cloudflare for DNS management. While this isn't a deal breaker, it does add an extra step to setting up your site. Now, another issue mentioned is that while live chat support is fast and helpful, complex problems sometimes take longer to resolve through their ticketing system. And finally, some users wish there was a cheaper plan for smaller static sites. If you're running a simple blog, Rapyd Cloud might be more hosting power than you actually need. So is Rapyd Cloud worth it? If you're running a high traffic WordPress site, an e-commerce store, or an online community, the answer seems to be a strong yes. The speed improvements, hands-off optimization, and top-tier customer support make it an excellent choice. At the end of the day, the best hosting is the one that meets your specific needs. But if you're looking for a hosting provider that takes care of performance, security, and support so you can focus on growing your site, Rapyd Cloud seems like a solid investment. So if you want to get started with Rapyd Cloud or any of the other products we mentioned today, you'll find links for them down in the description below. These are affiliate links, which means we earn a small commission when you use them at no extra cost to you. And in fact, by using the Rapyd Cloud link, you're going to get 10% off monthly subscriptions or 25% off annual plans. Now, these commissions really help support the channel, and they allow us to continue creating free content just like this. So if you end up using those links, we thank you so much in advance. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Here on this channel, we make videos on how to create websites, explore different website builders, discuss domain names, hosting providers, and so much more, so be sure to subscribe. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you here in the next video.